Hi, my name is Roslyn Bazzelle. I am one of the co-founders of Couture Design, and we specialize in custom silk scarves and scarf creations. I am super excited today to reveal to you one of our newest scarves that we are about to release, which is the Best Dressed 2020 scarf. I was recently selected, and I was humbled and honored by the Houston Chronicle to be a Best Dressed honoree at their 2020 luncheon, which benefits the March of Dimes. And I wanted to gift all of the honorees with something that was significant, that would have meaning to them, but would also represent something that they could keep and support the March of Dimes through its efforts. And so I came up with this vision a couple of weeks after we did the announcement, and these are all images that were from the announcement that we did at Neiman Marcus in October of 2019. And so I pretty much printed them all out and then cut them apart and started playing around with them to see what would be the best way to feature everybody in a way that everybody would sort of get an equal showing of who they are, their personality, as well as their beautiful, fashionable outfit. Because one of the main things about this is it is called Best Dressed. But in addition to being Best Dressed, all of these ladies are very philanthropic, and they give a lot of themselves and their time to the community in the city of Houston. And so each one of the ladies that is going around the center, of course, are the honorees. And then over here in this particular corner, I have the co-chairs for the raffle. Up here would be our luncheon chairs. And right here is our honorary chair, which is the wonderful Sue Smith. And this event benefits the March of Dimes. And so really when it comes down to it, they're the organization that is most significant to the entire event, because it really is all about supporting them in every way that we can and telling their story to the public. So I'm happy to have here with me today Marina Saba. And so interestingly enough, I actually drew this out and had it sitting in my floor. I'd taken a couple of photos with it and shared it with Kimberly to get her feedback and figure out how I was going to get this done and get it created. So I usually have a vision for things, but I don't have the artistic talent to take this and really bring it into fruition for a print that you put on silk. That somebody would actually want to buy. So I started looking for artists, and I think it could have been more than a week after I did this drawing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I attended an event for Danae. It was her birthday celebration. She's the Vintage Contessa, and I saw this sitting on the counter. And then just a few minutes later, I'm walking across the boutique that she has, and she introduces me to me. And so I was just super excited to meet her, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm looking for a fashion illustrator, and I meet you. So tell me, Marina, so how did you get into this?
First of all, it's very amazing, sometimes the destiny bringing the creative people on the unexpected way.
Yes.
And when you mentioned that you're looking for the fashion illustrator, I was like, wow, it's interesting, probably you have the project. And you told me, yes, you're making some interesting scarf and you already have some idea. Anyway, I think we met after a couple of days, and Roslyn was sharing this vision. Of course, it was very interesting for me as a designer, first of all, to see the best dressed woman who will be represented on the scarf, and the most important, as a fashion designer, first of all, I always like accessory. And I think, Roslyn, you make the absolutely wonderful statement. That is accessory, it's timeless. Mm-hmm. Every woman can make this, presentation through the pieces, and significant, especially because it will be represent all these important people, all the lady who are not only best dressed, but giving so much philanthropy to the Houston, giving there something to support, education, fashion, city, and through Roslyn. That is amazing combination. How did I miss this opportunity? For me, it was fantastic to jump, but the scare part when she mentions need to be done for 3 weeks, I say, it's not realistic, right? Creative people, we like to have time, we like to have the put idea on the paper and have the time, but in reality, because like I already mentioned, I didn't want to lose this chance, to express my creative juices and put some small impact in this amazing already idea, and we start to work together.
Absolutely.
Yes, I mean, first of all, I was just working with how to translate this already fashionable lady to put on the paper, and after this translate this in the draping element that it will be represent on the every woman, neck or the, a scarf somewhere that it will be still very feminine. I mean, we start to work with this each individual person and start to see how it will be, translate, make their personality, but for the same time make their look, interesting in the way that it will be combined together on the scarf. And it was just pure collaboration,
Correct.
the work together to hear that's how we can complement each other, what is the best way to put together. And I think this came to the very fruitful result.
I want to hear more about the process. So show some of your initial designs. Let's see those.
This was of course the rough idea when I start to, work with my pencil and start to, create this something that it will be a character of each personality, that it will be represent not only their clothes. The clothes it's important, but the character, the people who, make the statement in our community. And that is a way, pencil work to select, to review how it's, just put together, how they'll be worked together. And that was through the rough sketches, translation. And later, of course, because they already have the beautiful clothes, represent their style. And this is why I was not so much aiding my creative idea, because they already have so much uniqueness in their personality to put. And that is our corner portrait, we try to incorporate and put together. And central part, there was interesting collaboration between considering,
we went back and forth
Please.
a couple of times on what to put in the center, how to do that, and how to make it work for the entire design. And so I fell in love with these floral. This is Roslyn's version of what a flower looks like. And then we get Marina's version, which is so much more pretty than mine.
Yeah.
And so we ended up selecting this. What kind of flower is this?
Peony.
Peonies. Beautiful.
Yeah, and we decided that the pearl is such a classic and significant, jewelry that it's every woman still should, feel classic
Exactly.
and chicness and timeless. That it will be represent that group of the amazing women to put together in this scarf.
Right, and then we also wanted to feature purple because purple is the coloring for the March of Dimes and their organization. So we wanted to make sure we really connected and created something that related and made sense and was a collaborative effort on all sides. So I'll go ahead and reveal to you.
Yes.
And we ended up with this, what I believe is an absolutely amazing visionary drawing by Marina.
But starting by the vision of the Roslyn, it's collaboration project. Yeah.
Exactly. And so as you can see, of course, we have all of our beautiful ladies around the scarf. Everybody has their own space. We featured all of the chairs, the March of Dimes, and we have the language going across, which is Houston Chronicle Best Dress 2020. And we can't do anything without adding our logo, of course, which is our little sun. We always want sunlight in all of our designs, especially our custom designs, to represent our business and to just celebrate the sun and light. So tell me a little bit more about your history in art and how you got started.
I'm fashion designer, but to be fashion designer, you need to have skill to put your idea on the paper. For me, it was, I was learning how to put and create the clothes, but the clothes need to be drawn, and this is what even I'm teaching right now in the Art Institute as a fashion designer. Yeah, and for me, I never can separate where the fashion and art, because for me, it's craft that expressed through the clothes. And every person, including the men and women, will always express our style through the clothes we select. That is why for me, as a designer, as fashion illustrator, it's always vision how to put this together, how to express this through the artistic vision on the clothes to put together and make the statement on every personality through their own, style.
Wow. How long have you been teaching at the Art Institute?
9 years,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. But
Yeah.
before that, I was, for 8 years, I was head designer for the bridal company. And, as we always know, that the most romantic and beautiful dresses when you design the bridal dresses.
Of course.
Every time you think, how beautiful it can be, every woman in this, creation of one person who's sitting sleepless night with the vision like you start, you have the vision. And after this you translate, you're putting on the paper, from the paper you're putting on the dress form, and after this one day somebody will be wearing your creations. I'm looking forward to see our creation on not only on these significant people, but anyone who would wrap around this art and feel special and feel significant, not because this is the scarf, but because they represent something unique from inside outside through the art pieces that supporting art, support creativity, support education, because I think in nature we're so inspired, and if we learn how to translate this through our own personality, because we're so unique, and the beauty of us, that uniqueness help us through the art to express ourselves.
Absolutely. So if you could no longer create art or teach art, what would you do with your time?
That is a probably difficult question, because I already know that I'm artist, I'm educator, I teach, I'm fashion designer, but probably I can be doctor to save the life, because of the beauty of you're bringing the beauty through the art, but you can save the life and bring this, world, together.
Oh, that's awesome.
What you'll be if you'll be not selecting your occupation? Who want to be?
I can't figure out what I want to do, which is why I'm kind of doing a lot. So I've been doing, yeah. I didn't expect that question.
Like me, I don't know.
I have no idea what I would be doing.
For me, it's like, oh wow, I don't know.
Yeah, in another life, maybe I'd probably go back to my childhood dream, which was I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to take care of animals.
I think I'll be something with biology, scientists, to give the future of the life and save the life, that's for me more important. Sometimes like art, it's interesting, but art still, it's exploration, but for the same time, it's not saving the life. It's when you have more significant occupation when you give more than just art.
Of course.
Yeah.